Who's celebrating the fact that it's Friday? Just got home. Just got off work. The dog's barking next door. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. So there is that. What is up? Anybody see any videos from Blade Show yet? That is currently going on, or let's see, they are behind us, so they still have another couple hours for today is day one. I wish I could get out there. I made it to Blade Show, Texas, and Atlanta. Excuse me. But not in Utah. What's up, Marco? Polo. I did a thing at work today. Tri-Stash V2. What's up, Snail Trail Dale? I did it. I don't know exactly what to think, but I did it. And you're like, well, did what? Human elbow parts? What? That's what they are. Stop focusing on my face. Tri-Stash V2 now is a one of a kind. Yeah, I marked a bunch of human elbow parts today. Those things are expensive. What's up, Ed? What do you think? Oh, oui, oui. Ah. The mustache. I kind of was hoping it would be wider, but the reality is I took the exact Stash logo and did not change it. I basically copied it up. Maybe a robot elbow falls off the back of a truck. What do we think? So it's a little shorter. I kind of was hoping it was going to be wider, but I didn't want to stretch the actual mustache. I wanted to keep it as the same. Since the show side is my clip side as a lefty, we swapped it to here. I have the perfect Ultim Edyard to go on a pistache, but also I have no pistache. I've seen that Edyard, it looks gorgeous. So we got the laser marked stash underneath the Ultim there. Turned out good. What's up, Storm? Boom. I love the V2. The action on this thing is great. I thought about doing, because I know Cole's popped up a few different stash logos. There was one he had where it's like the stash and there was like lines, kind of like a Louis Vuitton bag, and it was like stash, 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 and then like lines in between it. I thought about doing that, but that would have been pretty small. And I just kind of thought just a nice plain old stash up on there would look good. And I'm happy about it. Yeah. Didn't take too much. I basically took the box and had the basically scanned the box, had the logo on it. Luckily for me, I have a true one of a kind. You got that gummy worm prototype. What's up, Thomas? Ultim, the pistache. So you can even see it from far. It doesn't stick out too wild, but I think it looks cool. It turned out great. Loving this knife though. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I feel like I inhaled wrong. I got like some Red Bull like in the back of my throat. Who's the OEM? Oh, OEM. The OEM on this one is Kubi. His version 1 was Best Tech, and this is the V2. I'll trade you a 20 CV drop bear for that stash. No, thank you. Although this is cheaper than that 20 CV, these aren't available anymore. So there's that. Oh, oui, oui, a moustache is it's complete. I like it. What's up, Lemons? What's up, Cliff? I was carrying this again, though, today. Another day carrying the Horlock there. I love this knife quite a bit. I'm really loving front flippers a lot more, too. It's a pissy mustache. Sure is. Happy about it, though. I mean, there it is. Exactly the same, just smaller. Should I have stretched it out? It would have changed the ratio. Backwards. Mirror image. But yeah, Orlock. Boosh. Orlock is fantastic. Really happy with it. Donnie, what up? Anybody, I don't know if you'd be checking out my live if you were at Blade Show right now. Anybody at Blade Show? Donnie, look what I did. Maybe I need to put it further out. Oh. Oh. Oh, oui. Ah, you like it, estache? I like. Although, what it does, though, does Ultim come in any other colors? No, it does not, Thomas. There's something about Ultim that this is what you get. But they are starting to do some more different materials, types of plastics. Lexan. Lexan is the color you're looking for, or the material you're looking for. It's almost identical, but I've seen it in blues, greens, purples, all different colors. We don't do those here, TJ. It's only knives. This is a knife channel. YouTube asks you what you're doing and then makes you be very specific about certain things. That's one of them. Another one is what it's for. And this show is for adults, not kids. And so, yeah, we are a knife community. Welcome aboard. This is the new Pistache Ultim Tri-Stash V2. I just did a laser mark right before I got off of work. Fired that bad boy on there underneath the Ultim. What's up, Musky Face? They all sold out. He had 4 different versions. They went on sale about a week ago, and they are now all sold out. There was a black washed titanium with diamond texture and a stone washed titanium with diamond texture. Those were both $149.99. And then the Ultim one, the Pistache, and then the G10 version, those were both $139. And it's 154 cm hollow grind, very sharp, really nice, great design. I like it. No kids. Oh man, no kids here. Kid-free zone, bachelor house, knives, more knives, more knives. There's some over on the floor. That's not bad at all. Picked up a Concept Main Street and a Benchmade bailout. What's up, Henry? I have a Main Street right here. Concept Main Street is a nice knife. That was a good grab right there for sure. What's up, Neil? I also have the Mini Main Street, but I have issues with the Mini Main Street. It's cool. This would be an awesome 5th pocket carry if it was a liner lock. Another Ultim. It's cool that it shows off the, it's trying to focus up there, that it shows off the Omega spring with the Ultim, but with this crossbar lock being small, you have to be really careful. I tuck this in and it just catches my palm, is going to cut me. If this was a little liner lock, this would be an amazing little 5th pocket secondary carry. But it's not. It's, you know, the bigger one's a liner lock. See, if it was exactly this, but the small version, I would love it. If there's one out there, I'd probably go for it. I have 3 mini Main Streets. They're all liner locks. No shit. Well, damn, I need to get one. Are they still available, or they don't make them like that anymore, Nick? You got 3 of them. Sell me one? Trade me one? 154 Main Street seemed like a good value. Yeah, this one's 154, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, 154 CM. I thought about doing a dye on this. It's kind of a jade, but it's kind of a yellow jade. It's kind of a yellow clear G10. 2020, huh? Do I sharpen knives? Well, yes. Professionally, for other people, not really. I mean, I sharpen other people's knives. My buddy Craig got a knife. He gave it to me. I sharpened it up for him. Do that here and there. I sharpen my own knives, but I also have a lot. And so I carry different ones every day. And I make cuts on a daily basis. At work, I probably cut 10 to 20 times a day. Not a ton, but I do. But that's not a lot either. So if I carry this knife today and I make 10 to 20 cuts on it, then I put it back, and then I carry this one tomorrow and that one the next day. I might not carry this one again for months. So for me, I can go in on my this little Work Sharp field sharpener. It's got a 200 side, a 600 grit side, ceramic, and a strop. But I can just go in there and just give it just a couple little passes, just little touch-ups, and then strop it, and I'm good to go. I don't really put the knives through a ton of use before I sharpen them, so it requires very little sharpening on my end. I do have some stones. I do have that. I have a couple honing things. I love using this I've had this Smith's set for a long time. It's got a couple different rods, and you can rotate them. That's good for honing up an edge, but not really refining. Like if you need to get rid of a nick or do some work, it would take a long time on that. I do have some stones, like some older stones. They're not the greatest. I'm looking at getting some new ones. I kind of want to get some diamond stones, but I'm kind of the guy who's used to sharpening on a stone and kind of doing it by hand. Muskie sharpens for a lot of people at work and for buddies, sure. If I had a nice system, like a rail guided system, like a TS Prof or something, like then it would be like, oh yeah, give me all your knives, I'll knock them out for you. But doing it by hand, you got to kind of enjoy doing it. Doing it my own. Sorry, trying to catch up. Got the Kershaw launch with black coated blade, blue coated handle, right on. Oh, I dropped way too far back. You also have 3 full size. So you like the Main Street. It's a good knife. Neil, I'll sharpen your knife. I'll sharpen your knife, right? Bet you will. Blade HQ has a carbon fiber mini Main Street liner lock available for $75. There you go, Thomas. I appreciate that, except for it's carbon fiber. I'm not really into carbon fiber that much. You got the Work Sharp Adjust Elite looking at the wicked edge. Donnie just got a Hapstone. So far you're liking it, right on. Loser in the house. What's up, Lou? Can we see that face again where you try to guilt Nick into selling you one of his Main Streets? Yeah, then. Smash that like button, slaggers. Says Cliff. Oh, geez, fail. There it is. The Tri-Stash. One of a kind custom. No other one looks like this currently. I mean, they might all start looking like this soon. People are going to see it and they're like, oh, I want a mustache on mine. You saw it here first. I dig it. I kind of had the idea for that, like right when I was looking at the Ultimo, and I said, yep, there's the show side, but I'm going to be swapping the clip. So that makes my show side have this big flat bar, which then leads to that space. But now I want to look at my other Ultim knives and consider doing laser marks underneath, because I think that's actually kind of a fun concept. Joshua V, long time no see, my guy. What's up, dude? Right? Best fixed angle sharpening systems, Agenda Jigs. Agenda Industries. I've never heard of that one. I already call it the pistachio. You don't really need the green. Or like coat it. What's the red coating they put on the pistachios? Because sometimes you get the ones that are just coated in that red stuff. What is that? Paprika? The pivot and the skeletonized hole under the ultim make it look like a face with the mustache. Oh, Jesus, that's not even the right knife. Voila. And you got the stash on the pivot. It's a fun one. Hello, you look like Jesus. Thank you. I let my subscription to Pistachio monthly lapse, so I don't know about that red coating. Dude, they've been doing that red coating since back before that subscription existed. I think there's a whole section in the back. Like you go through most of it, and then it's like that little section right before the end there where it's only red coatings. On par or better than the TS Prof, says Donnie. Yeah, I've never seen that one. I'm into it. How's your day going? Mine's great. Sasha, how's yours? Mine at work, I had to do several elbows. We get these cups that are basically replacement elbows made out of cobalt chromium. So there's like the bone here and the bone here. And what happens is this one comes up and sits in this cup, and that gives you your motion to that elbow. And so it's those cups. I have to put a line on it, and that line matches up perfectly like when they install it. And then I have to put serial numbers and stuff in there. What up, Robo Steve? Had a near-death experience. Well, I'm glad you're okay now. Tell us about it. Has a maze on the back? What tree? I missed something. So it's Friday. What are we doing? We just hanging out? Try to work on something? What do we want to do? It's going to get crazy in here. I'm pretty chill. I got stuff I want to do this weekend. Lots of stuff. I have plans. I got the anodizing station in, and so the tree behind me, it's killing it. I didn't have it the other day, and you guys were mad at me. You're like, what happened to the plant? Did you kill it? Do tell. What's in the bottles underneath? Oh, those are little propagation. So you can see like the little leaf right here, a little leaf. What these are is you take plants and you take a clipping. So you can take certain plants you can take clippings from. Nincompoop. That's me. And then you put the clippings in water and then they start to grow. So these are little propagation tubes. They all pretty much have a couple leaves coming out the top, some nice roots. So I could take those out and then plant those in little planters, and then you give them to friends or continue, or you start one like this and you put a bunch of propagations in it so then it grows thicker and fuller. Happy Friday. Projectiles are sharp. What's going on? No, none of them are pot. It's legal to do. I could grow it if I wanted to. These are not though. This is Cebu blue, and then these are all philodendrons down there. Predator and Jason. Ooh, is that like a Halloween costume? Guess who's this month's paid character skin on Call of Duty? Oh, it's Predator and Jason. Ooh. The Jason skin sounds great. Predator one sounds a little creepy. That's the one you well, they both probably are pretty fun. Federally illegal. Federal. We're talking federal. It doesn't really matter if I'm not doing it, right? Although I must say I am quite the skilled botanist. I do have a garden outside, lots of peppers going right now. I love plants. I have tons of philodendrons, and I got out in the yard. I got a bunch of hostas and stuff. I got a bunch of Hoyas inside aquariums. Got a bunch of plants growing out of aquariums. I love doing like hydroponical type plants like this right here, where you're plants that you can get to grow in water. You need a Jason Voorhees figure in this room. Bigger than that? I probably need to set him up and do some stuff for Halloween, huh? Or are you talking a full-size Freddy? You're an aquarium. Neil, tracking. Inbound. Coming in hot, Neil. Mr. N Valley. Do you have any pothos adapted to an aquarium filter? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You want some? Is that Jason? No, that's part 4. The final chapter. My personal favorite. I hold little bits near and dear on a lot of them. 3 especially. 3 I think I've probably seen the most. Back in the day, I really liked 3. Now I'm definitely more 4 is probably my favorite. But I'm not limiting myself. $5 an hour, I'll stand in the corner behind you like a Twitch streamer's Vanity Pets. Neil, I'd be glad to. I was thinking about just dropping it in the box with the other stuff, but I think that's a bad idea. Plus I already taped up your other box. But Neil, I'll send you some. That would be cool. I mean, I have some pothos. I have a couple different types. The regular stuff. What's the stuff where it's like red, green and white on the leaves? I have some Cebu blues, which is a couple of these right here, which is a really nice one too. It's very similar like a pothos. I have several philodendron type strains that have I have some singles. I have some monsteras. I have some of this, the Rapidophora tetrasperma. I've got like 3 trees of this right now. Shot collar. Jason Goes to Hell. Sure. I mean, I watch them all. I'll watch them all. But that one where he's body swapping and stuff, I mean, it's got one of the best kills of all the movies, but it's also not really true to the lore and the way it works. You know, like it shouldn't be body swapping. There shouldn't be some magic Voorhees dagger, and Jason shouldn't be swapping into a body and speaking. But all these things happen in that movie. I watched it. I had that poster when it came out. You know, I was all about it. But I've since kind of, that's probably my least favorite. Jason X. Jason X has got a really good kill too with the freeze drying face. That's why you need. And if you like, I can move a little bit. If we go, if you look down the hall, see that down the hall right there? That happens to be a Jason right there. I mean, yeah, he's got a hunting. He does have a hunting hat on, but that is most definitely a half body Jason right there in the living room. So I mean, I could bring him in here for the holiday, and then we wouldn't have to have Robo stand there. What's up, Brian? How are you? The main chick in Freddy versus Jason. Oh, yeah, she had some positive attributes. For sure. It's probably one of the best parts of the movie. Freddy? I used to actually like Freddy more than Jason. Honestly, like earlier in my experiences growing up, I kind of was more Freddy. More, I had like a Freddy. I still have the Freddy glove. What's up, Grateful? I have respect for pretty much all of them. I mean, I got a Lament configuration over here. You know, I'm definitely into the horror movies. I want to get a Phantasm ball. I think that would be cool for the room. My man, Grateful. Grateful. What do you think? What's anybody think that hasn't seen it? There's a Jason Voorhees Part 7 figure you can put in water. There's one of those in Minnesota. I live in Minnesota. Somebody made a full-size version of that and sunk it in one of the lakes here in Minnesota. Laser marked it. Got that mustache on there. Kind of wanted to stretch it out and make it wider. I probably could have made it this wide. But then it wouldn't have been the exact same mustache. It would have been a wider ratio. And I wanted to keep that ratio the same. You did a stash anno? Or you anodized your stash? Did you put a stash on it? Or you just anodized your... What did you do? To what? And what color? I love this knife. I think it's great. Really good one. And so my show side has the clip on there. So here's my show side now. I had to touch it up a little bit. Throw a little laser mark underneath the Ultim. But dude, now I kind of want to, except for this one's kind of skeletonized. Like here's my Titius. There's this space under there. I could put something on there. This one definitely has more of a skeletonized liner. What the hell? My man Kevin. Oh, oui, oui, hein, des mustachios, especially. Right about there. Mm-hmm. I love it. Happy about it. What other Ultim? I've got this one. Like, do I have something that I can put something underneath? Maybe that right there, except for it's black. So because it has black liners, I could do a removal and bring it back to silver. And then you might, it probably won't stick out as much though, the silver. Oui, oui, the French a pistache. Oh. I'm going to apologize in advance. No offense. I just feel French. It doesn't come with a voice changer, right? It should have come with, it should have, where's my voice changer? I suppose. It'd be all right. Sharif Manganas. Ooh. It's a pretty fun one. Would have been like an extra $10 to throw that in there. Back in the day, I bought a Phantasm orb that held all the Phantasms. So that thing must have been huge. Was it like a basketball? That's a little oversized. But that's still cool. Who's seen the Phantasm movies? You know? Like, I mean, Thomas, obviously, if he's got the DVDs, they're not great, but they're really great. And like number 1 is good, number 2 is good, number 3 is, I mean, they're all, it kind of falls, you know, but even, you know, Reggie, wife got you a Jason hockey jersey today. Very cool. I find tight underpants to be a nice voice changer. Yes. Keep them up tight like that. Nice and super. Yes. I sharpened this bad boy up. Still needs some work, but this is one I started getting at. If you look, you can see the sharpened edge. Notice how it's pretty even. That little sharpened edge all the way up is fairly even all the way. Before I got to it, right about here, it was that same thickness, and then all of a sudden it got really thin, and it was almost nothing right there. So I did really get that with going with a 200 and evened it up at least all the way around, and then did put some bit of an edge on it. I don't know if you guys remember when I did the unboxing for it. It was one of those ones where it was like, I'm on the back right now, but you know, it was like doing one of these where it wasn't making any cuts at all. Now it cuts. It's kind of weird because it's got such a belly. It's like the angle you come at it is odd. Probably one of the largest curve sweeps that I've actually had to try to sharpen. It's fun, it's cheap, it's a Pakistan special. I bought it on the All in a Day. If you haven't seen, I do a little series every once in a while called the All in a Day, where I'll go on to Amazon and type in knives, and then go up in the corner and say, will deliver today, click, and then you get the list. And depending on where you live, it might not work very well. I'm in the metro area in Minneapolis, so I might have a little bit more available things in the All in a Day compared to some places. But so then, like, this was all of like $20 or whatever, and it was an All in a Day. And so what's cool about that is I researched it, I found it, I ordered it, it shipped, I received it, I do the unboxing all in one day. Kind of fun. Most of the knives I've got through there are not the greatest, but some of them are, you know, like I got the Civivi Mini Elementum that I did the shipwreck for. I love the little shipwreck on here. If it would stay in focus and not bounce. But the Mini Elementum, that's what this is, right? I picked that up on the All in a Day. I also got another, like, couple of Civivis on the All in a Day. Stall cracker? I'm supposed to be talking Cajun. I just bang aluminum. Something like that. Robo's derailed. Do I have a kukri? Like that. This is the Boker Magnum kukri folder. Does have a front flipper. Got it. White Mountain knives for cheap right now. You can shake it out too. I don't recommend knives that you can shake out. But this blade is so big and so heavy on the back that it kind of makes sense that you can do that. Generally, if a blade can shake out and it's like centered and tight, it's like, I'm not a fan. Especially when I mean, there's ones where you can hold it like this and give it the right pressure and whip it out, just whap like that. But to be able to just hold it like this and just shake it right out is a little bit sus. If I want to shake out, I'll pick up this one right here, the old Valhalla. What you know about the Valhalla? Boom. Valhalla! Lou, you got demoted to 3? Just like that. Damn! Tell me that's not fun. Got to be careful on the close. You got to push here and it goes down and there's a little bit of a boom right there. And if your hand is in the way of that, that's not great. Usman's beating you, bro. That's what you get, Lou. That's what you get. I don't want to give you the cheat, Lou. If I give you the cheat, it sounds like I'm asking for stuff. But you just donate like $2 and you'll be in first place just like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Usman, you didn't do anything. See, you just got the number 2 next to you there because you've replied more than Lou has. And so Lou's jealous. Lou's just jealous. Valhalla. Oh, you kids are fun. I did pick up this bad boy, this cheapo as well. This is dumb, but that's why I got it. Right? I'm going to buy 2 more. We'll do a little juggling with this bad boy. This is supposed to be a throwing hatchet for, doing some throwing, but it is glued in. It's not pressure fit. There's no wedge. There's nothing to hold it in there. This is cheap. Are throwing axes like wood chopping ones different? Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm not really familiar with a throwing hatchets as much. I think they're going to be shaped more for sticking, and then they're going to be handle weight ratio for throwing a little bit more versus like a working axe or hatchet might be heavier at the top, might not flip as well, but it's got that pressure for going down, chopping wood and stuff like that. This is now a personal growth stream. Robo's going to bathe more often now. See what we've all created here? A clean Robo. This is a cheap hunk of junk. But I think if I do a wrap or something on there to help keep this from popping off when it drops, because I think that's going to end up breaking off of there. Because what they're supposed to do is this should be open, and you pressure wedge the head onto the wood. So it's right here, and then there will be a split right there in the top of the wood, right? So there will be a split. And then what you do is you take a wedge chunk of another chunk of wood, put it in that split and hammer it down, and then that forces the pressure out, keeping it stuck on there. This is just glue, just jammed in there and glued. No wedge. Drill a hole and pin it. See, someone talked about that, and they said that it did not do very well with the hole and pin, but you're also looking at people that are buying a $14 hatchet, and they might just have just sent it and then it split, because I would say if you were going to drill a hole in this piece of wood, I would pilot hole it, because if you just drill a hole in there and just fire that screw through there, this is thin enough, you get your split, and now it's going to break even faster. But if you put a nice pilot hole in there, use the right thread, the right screw, it might be all right. But I've seen some where they wrap it, they get that sinew or whatever stuff and wrap it up around this whole area here. I think the screw and the wrap would look nice. But I also want to pay attention. I might end up putting something down here. I mean, as I'm flipping it, this is sharp. That is an edge. You can see the edge. As I flip it, it actually feels all right. Sometimes I might need to put a little more weight on the back for juggling, but this seems okay. I only bought one because I wanted to test it out, make sure it was like something worth it. But I think this might be okay to buy 2 more of these, and then we can do some juggling with them. I think it'd be fun. I still got all my fingers, so work on that. Lava soap. Oh my God. Lava soap right on the back. Yikes. Wilson wrap or Wison wrap? Is that a type of wrap? What's up, AM? Where's the hatchet section of the room, right? I mean, I also got this bad boy. Not really, this is the CRKT Nax. Is it a knife? Is it an axe? It's an axe. Look at how thick that full tang is, though. This is a bushcrafting dream. I want to take this out and do some work, this actual work with this one. No work will be done with this. Sure. Did anyone get a Halloween Kentucky holler jack? Good question. Did anyone get a Halloween Kentucky holler jack? Folding bad boy. The Rough Rider folding hatchet. Because why not? Tough Gear? I don't. I'm trying to think if I've even reviewed any Tough Gear knives. I don't think I have. That was definitely a guilty look. I dropped my own stuff. I don't think I do, Thomas. What Tough Gear should I look at? I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle. I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle. Need to stop all this frisbee nonsense and start throwing hatchets competitively. What's up, Palm? How are you doing today? Folding hatchet. So yeah, Neil asked, I haven't seen anyone respond or whatever. Did anyone pick up the Halloween jack-o'-lantern smooth orange bone Kentucky holler jack? That one. Right there. That one right there. It's got the badge on there on the orange bone with the jack-o'-lantern. Probably one of the nicer Halloween themed. Generally, I'm not always big on the holiday themes. Borderline steels and sticks. Do you have, how much did it say? 115 bucks, 154 CM. Do I have a folding hair comb? What's up, Borderline? Like that? And that's not a plastic. We're talking 440 stainless on this bad boy. Stag. Auto. Combs right through the hair nicely. I mean, like that. Designed your own maker's mark today? I'm actually going to start making some fixed blades myself. Looking into some stock removal pretty soon. I got to buy some machines. I actually have, look at these. I didn't make these, but here is a blank, D2 blank. I'm going to practice by making some handles. Here's another D2 blank. So I got some materials. I just got this set of wood right here. Nice iron hardwood. I got some G10 sheets. I got some micarta, several different types of micarta. And I'm going to start getting into making some handles, doing some tests, and then try to find a nice belt sander and getting into use the juke. Boom. Yeah, I'm going to be making videos on all of it. That's what I do on the channel. I film unboxings, reviews, customizations, anodizing, laser marking, acid etching, stone wash, shipwrecks, dye projects. Did the dye project on this one recently. And yeah, I wanna get into making some stuff. I've been having some fun. I have an artistic side in that I really like to just work my hands, do different things. What's up, Greg Vanderflip? Do I have a switchblade collection? I mean, I have a knife collection and I have some switchblades. Not many. I got the switch comb, which sort of counts, right? I got this at an actual gas station on my way to Blade Show, so I think that's about as legit as it gets. Got this one right here. This is the Tack Knives Goliath. Out the side auto. Boom. I really like this knife. 14C28N aluminum. It does have a lock on it, so you can close that down, lock it shut, unlock it, boom, fires out good. Just a dude. You like knives? I do. I do. I'm blinder than a really blind thing. So there's another one. I have my, where is it? The Boker USB out the front. It's supposed to look like a USB stick, and it's the right size of a USB stick. All right, boom, 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 boom. Nice little fun little out the front auto. I got another Boker. If you're going to be into autos, the one you want for sure is the nice Boker Kalashnikov. This is the lefty version, which really just means the buttons on that side. Boom. Boker Kalashnikov. Nice simple one. Make your own knife. It's fun. It's, you know, and if you've got it in you and you can get the means to try it, why not, right? If I could pronounce that, I'd agree with you. Robo is a myopic mess. Gotcha. Donnie there, Donnie at Blessed Knives, he makes them and he says it's fun. He makes it look fun. And I got this one. Another Tack Knives. This is the Tack Knives Benji. Definitely fast. What's my favorite blade shape? Probably something like this. Kind of a Warrenscliffe, sheep's foot, poon type. This is a great one. I'll show you some of my favorites. And then when you'll start to see a pattern forming. So kind of more like a sheep's foot Warrenscliffe. Doesn't have to have a harpoon on the end, but I do like that. This is probably one of my favorite minis. Another one. So like a Warncliffe reverse Tonto, sheep's foot cliff taunt. Concept ogre is a confused mess. Why don't I know the ogre? This is probably my favorite right now. Devo Knives Stout V2. We've got a full lefty version. Vanex on the blade, bolster lock, lefty side. Flips out nice. Super fun. Feels great in the hand. Nice jumps. I like that index finger ramp section. Love it. But close fighter against that right now is definitely the Concept Horlock. Love this thing a lot, dude. This thing is so cool. Terry at 1931 Leatherworks, his design through Concept. Nice front flipper. Just flicks out great. How expensive is which one? Sorry, just a dude. The Horlock. This one I believe retails for $180. If we were looking at the one before that, this one here is $100 off right now, but I think these are $375. $375, but I think they're $275 right now at TPK. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Flip this around. So I did just order the Kentucky Holler Jack. I got one. Let me zoom in. I reviewed N Valley's. He had a yellow one, and they basically don't make them. And this was a release this morning. Kentucky Holler Jack 154 CM, real fat, chunky slip joint. It's got that Halloween theme on there that I don't mind at all. The orange bone and 154, super cool. We go to their on sale right now over at C. Reisner Cutlery. We scroll down. Yep. The Devo Knives Stout V2 is still on sale. There are several versions. This is mine. The Lefty Glow version is the one I have. Yeah, $100 off right now. Too bad it's a slip joint, says Lou. That's why I like it. I really want to get this one. Finch Undertaker. Why don't you just pull the trigger, Dan? Well, I can't just buy everything willy-nilly all the time, but that is a sweet-looking Finch. I love the fat back. Ooh, look at that bottom. You never know what kind of a chunk of an ironwood you're going to get on there. You're going to get a better piece, a worse piece. Is one side going to look good, the other side look bad? You just never know. It's always nice when you get something with a wood scale to actually see the one that you're going to get, because you just don't know. It's like if you look at this, that's not going to work. Flip it around. I really like this side. It's got some nice wrinkles and some lines. See how it's like lighter and kind of a reddish color. Then the other side is all horizontal this way and kind of plain. I'm going to turn that off. Hold on a sec. So you never know. I'm not mad. I love this knife. I think it's great. This is the very similar to that Kentucky Holler. This is the Rosecraft Elk River Easy Open Jack. But I love the chunk of wood on this side. These little, because the grain goes this way, and you can see those lines. But then you can see these cross lines of those like orangish red. I think it looks fantastic. I don't know where Finch gets off charging the same price for 14C that they were charging for 154. Yeah. I prefer 154 over the two for sure. Here is my Rosecraft Zambezi. Look at the chunk on that side. This is a stiff pull. Fun one though. Really cool chunk of wood on this side. A little more plain Jane on that side. What's up, Mick? I love this side though. That looks fantastic. And that's the thing, when you order wood or something wooden, you're the luck of the draw. Stiff pole Zambezi is cool though. Check out the straight line EDC. Okay, I will. Give me 1 second. Look at this wood. So I ordered this. I got this book matched kind of piece. Boom. They're pretty wild looking. So it's kind of, you order that in the mail. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. I'm pretty happy with the 2 chunks I got. And when you look at, like, see this black line and then this cross hatching here, when you flip it over, you see the black line and the cross hatching. So it goes all the way through. So that's not surface grain. That grain, as we make a handle, excuse me, just we make a handle out of that and get that on here and sand it down to shape, it's still going to have all those cool features on there. But wood, it's like you really want to actually go to a store that has the wood there and physically pick the pieces. You know what I mean? It's a gorgeous grain. I'm quite happy that I got that. I don't know what knife I'm going to put it on yet, but it does look cool. And I have several blanks to work with. My brother-in-law has kind of started on it with me. Hey, what's up, Robin? What's up, Wicked Dream Designs? How's it going, dude? So yeah, I did pick up a few of these test blanks to start making some handles. This was a cheap little Damascus one I got. I got 2 of these, one for me, one for my brother-in-law. He already made his up. Did a couple layers of wood on there, and it looks super cool. He's the one who made the wooden handle, or the wooden knives, like this one here. You let me keep one. He made like 5 or 6 of them like this. Was just experimenting, and so then he made the actual, used his planer and made the blade out of wood and then made the handles out of wood. So this was kind of an early stage step. Why wouldn't Rosecraft use matching grain for both scales? Well, I mean, they match enough. It matches enough, but, you know, when you're mass producing, if I was there, I'd be hand picking every one and I'd be throwing away pieces of wood. They're like, oh, that one's not good enough, you know. But for a $50, $60 knife that's really well made and high quality, I'm not really mad about either of them. You know, you just kind of know, because sometimes you're going to get just a plain old 2-sided boring. No work till Monday, right on Wicked Dreams. Guys, check out Wicked Dream Designs. Make some pretty cool stuff. Thanks for swinging by. This is a little D2 blank that I'm going to put handle on here. So I got some handle material. Need to cut these out, put some pins on it. Maybe I'll do the jute micarta on one of these. I'm not sure. I am going to do some work on it this weekend. Like I said, Aaron did one already. Rosecraft's still significantly better than Kate. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thomas, I'm sorry. What did you type that I'm going to look up? Damn it. How far back was that? Oh, there it is. Straight line EDC digger. While I'm looking, you guys can check out, this is my Tri-State Tri-Stash V2. I laser marked the extra mustache underneath the Ultim today. What do we think? I'm a lefty, so my show side became this side. So I had to get underneath that Ultim and throw a laser mark under there. What do we think? All right, straight line EDC, DCA. Ooh, fun. Loving the Tri-Stash V2. All right, so here is Thomas's recommended look. $100. Anybody got one of these? What do we got? Canvas micarta. What is the blade? 14C. It's a nice looking fixie. I like the large backside on the handle. I like the jimps go way up on there. You got one of these, Thomas? It's pretty cool. I know what your collection is lacking. A sickle. What? Lou, what is this? What is this, Lou? I mean, is not this a sick? I just got a badass fixie today. Wish you had Discord. I do have Discord, Robin. I do. Except for it's on my phone and I can't access it right now. Robin, have you messaged me on Instagram? But I have a Discord. I don't just let everybody in there willy-nilly. But I mean, Robin. Lesic. Oh, it didn't get her. Lesic, huh? You're talking a traditional curved sickle. I'm looking at one of them traditional curved sickle. You got one, I'll tell you what, I expected a well-curated roster. Yeah, Robin. It's definitely curated of realness. But yeah, have you messaged me on Instagram? I don't know if you have. That would be the way you can message me right now. What's up, J1? Katie K and Robin sitting in a tree. How old are we now? I'm grabbing my link, copy, paste. This is my Instagram link. Check it out. Anybody got any fun plans this weekend? Anyone? What's Wicked Dream? What was that one called? The Nefarious, right? Wicked Dream, you still in here? What are you working on right now? And how come it's not popping up your channel? It's just giving me other... Do you not have a channel on the YouTubes? Copy. Yeah, it's getting warm in here. Gonna do some Halloween decor. Oh, it rained. You can still do some mushroom hunting for sure. Bunch of guys found a few at League the other day. There was, pheasant backs. They're not bad. They're not bad. No results. Yeah, I was gonna bring up Wicked Dreams, make some cool knives. I'd like to review one day. Wicked Dreams, you ever do any pass around stuff? You could certainly pass one around. I know Tri-States got to review a couple of them. Was going to start my Freddy glove tomorrow, but now I want to use different blades. Well, the blades you got don't look good. You don't like the way they're looking, Don? Swift water rescue training? That's interesting. Yeah, he's planning on making a Freddy glove. He ordered some knives, but I guess the blades don't look quite the way he wants them to. I thought you just collected mushrooms rather than hunt them. Well, yeah, you're hunting them. It's a hunt. It's a hunt. And then you stab them. Take them home with you. Sometimes you got to fight off a couple Smurfs here and there, you know. I mean, it is what it is. But they shouldn't be messing around. If them Smurfs are... Is this dead? It is. It's dead. If the Smurfs are messing around... Oh, it's not. What? It's charging and it looked weird. But I'm not messing. You know, if I'm collecting, you're getting in the way. You're going to get cut. Case tomato knives, but now I want to use some hawkbills. Yeah, that's probably, you probably want a little bit of that hawkbill action. Because that's kind of, the knives do have a little bit of a forward curve to them. And sharp on the inner curve side. Rusty! There you go. That's not a knife. That is a knife. Absolutely huge beast. Put it next to my other Rough Rider here. This one. Look at that bone. This one will fit inside of the finger choil. If I'm overcompensating with that one, then what am I doing with this one? Lou. I'm going to be doing that look all day. Because if I was like, oh, well, no, overcompensating, well, then why did I buy this? And then why did I buy this? Even smaller. And then laser marked it. Look at that little Sagaya laser mark pattern I did on there. The tiniest of laser mark patterns. So little I ended up burning the blade just a little bit because I can't take this apart because it's a small little slip joint. So I like the tinies. I like the bigs. Dude, I really like this one. I want a better version of this. This is like an anniversary edition Rough Rider. But it's just a fun little tiny little one. I dig it. Except for it's a cheapo, so the blade's kind of got a little wobble to it. It does have a half stop though. Whitewater kayaking. So swiftwater rescue is a must. Oh, and Cliff actually trains. He's the trainer. Oh, Lou. It hasn't been happy. The spring on this bad boy is, let's see if it'll work first try. Sure did. The world's smallest stiletto. Working stiletto. See if I can get 2 in a row. Two for 2. Yeah. Oh, I love this little thing. I don't know if they're still available, but this was about 25 bucks on Blade HQ. Probably close to 2 years ago. So I don't know. That would land a SWAT team at your door in Finland. Kershaw Launch 8 is a stiletto. I really like this one too. Definitely not as big. Got the full crown stag handle, which is really awesome. I like Bowies. These are cool. And funny enough, the Bowie is good. The Bowie's fine. That little one, Kershaw Launch 8, huh? Kershaw Launch 8. Oh, yeah, I've seen this. That's cool. The Launch 8, is it sharp on both sides, or it's only sharp on this side? Yeah. Smaller than I thought. What's the actual dimensions? 3.5-inch blade. Yeah, it's like 8 inches. It looks small in this hand, doesn't it? Kind of fun. I like that. The way they did that flag stamp's kind of cool. 181 books. Anybody got one? Thomas, you got one? Launch 12 is the smaller version. Yeah. And it's small. It's tiny. Who would have such a tiny knife? You just had a tiny one over there. Shh. Don't. Stop. Don't. Oh, Lord. So I am, we were looking at knives on the live on Thursday. I'm trying to find some stuff. I think I want to order, I know I want to order one of these. Anybody get the top liner lock Fenrir? So they're doing it through Tenable. So you got your budget Fenrir with a top liner lock, Nitro V, fish scales on the aluminum, 67 bucks with a top liner lock. I mean, that is pretty cool. Or do you get the gold? Kind of like the red. Finns aren't skittish about military service or rifles, though. But small knives, they're all up in there. They're all up in there. That's a KDK-sized hand. All assisted and OTF knives are heavily banned. Oh, cheaper on Knife Center. Yeah, I just brought up Kershaw because it was the first one. The steel on this Fenrir with the scale, the fish scales top liner is Nitro V, Lou. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't hate Nitro V. I feel like there's other ones I would prefer, but I don't hate it. I don't love it. Anyone got updates on the Azusa Heldorados? Still on pre-order, still due Q4. I want to know when we're going to get them. When are we going to get them? I pre-ordered that thinking it was going to be pre-order for like another week or something like that. And it's been like, I don't know, definitely over a month. Definitely over a month. Yeah, it's all fine, Bob. Don't worry about it. I don't monetize these anyway. I mean, I can, but I don't. We were talking about on my live on Thursday how I do have monetization on and I do collect, but I don't turn monetization on my live streams. Sometimes when we're in a live and we're kind of doing something, we're in it, I don't want it to boot you into a commercial while we're just having fun just so I can make 5 cents. Not as important to me. I like the vibe. I'm more for the vibe. Got a few things coming already. Tempted Rafe F3. what is that? Have we looked at these? We looked at those. The Wraith F3s. They're all sold out. Just a solid user knife, yeah. What's up, Bob? Hello, sharp people. Ken, do I have merch? I'm working on a merch store. I was gonna make some shirts, but then it was like they're easier to actually set up the merch store. I'm working on it. I mean, I have a few things, like here's my KDK pin. You want a pin on like your on a bag or something. I'm working on some patches right now. I have stickers. I'm working on, I sent them something, but I haven't heard back, and I figured they would have already replied. But I sent something. Twisted Sis and Illuminati had these PVD patches made, and I was looking into that, and so they gave me the link. I went on the link, I looked at them. They don't tell you any prices or anything. They just show you kind of some of the stuff they make, and then it's like, oh, well, I want to have my logo done. All you can do is give them their logo, give them your email, and wait for them to give you a quote, which is kind of a bummer. And I've been waiting for 2 weeks now, and I do not have a quote. I would imagine if they were doing stuff, I mean, clearly Illuminati and Twisted Sis got some good stuff from them. They wouldn't have recommended it otherwise. I don't blame them, but you go to the website, you can't see any prices whatsoever, and it's just like, oh, well, we do patches, we do different types. Oh, okay, let's check out some of the PVD patches. It's like, oh, you want that? Send us your logo and your email, and we will get back to you with a quote. And that was my only option. And like I said, it's been a couple weeks. Where's my, what's the deal? I want to give them money to buy some patches. That doesn't seem like a bad deal. But you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Why would you have a website? But no, I do not list prices.
Hoken has subscribed to the channel.
Hucken, thank you for subscribing. Any serious business would reply. Right. Quote went right to their spam. Or went to my spam. It might have. And Valley has a point. It might have went straight to my spam. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you for subscribing. Heckan. Welcome. We talk knives. We customize knives. We have a good time. This is my most recent one. Welcome to the Goat Club. This is the Tri-Stash V2. I just put that that mustache laser mark on the liner underneath the Ultim. I think it turned out great. He does have a stash on his pivot right there. So I took that logo and goat of what? Didn't you hear the goat, Thomas? You didn't hear the goat? I heard it. When someone subscribes to the channel, a goat goes, meh. And so, welcome to the Goat Club. The wee stash, eh? Ennui. Hello, little one. I love you very much. Sorry. And if you donate money, it makes the toilet flush sound. Like you're flushing your money down the toilet. You appreciate that the screw is right in the middle. Well, I was like, where was I going to put it? Like, try to make it fit. I was hoping it was going to, like, stretch out to, like, there on both sides, but it's a thinner, tighter stash, which is fine. And I didn't want to change the logo, so I kept the ratio the same rather than stretching it out. I didn't tighten that enough, though. Oh no. Where are all my tools? One of those came loose. Boom. You have PTSD from bad designs. Spyderco Dyad Junior. Thomas with all the interesting recommendations, which I appreciate. Oh, good Lord. It's not the one. Is that the one? Spyderco Dyad Junior. Yikes. This two-blade one? Lord have mercy. This thing? Spy 27 sprint run? it's something. They both have a lock. They're both lockbacks. They're both wow. I mean, it's something. The life of a skip. That life is schizophrenic. Oh God, I have one. I mean, well, I don't have one of those. Lou, I'm with Lou. It's hideous. I mean, maybe, but $145. I have this Rough Rider.
Bobrick subscribed to the channel.
Did you hear it that time? Bobrick has subscribed. Thank you, Bobrick. So this is a Rough Rider double lock back. So you've got this one up here. Click. And then you've got this one over here. Click. So the dual lock back. Different knife, obviously. And it's funny. Got the lock back. It also has a clip to it. But you've got, boom, one, boom, two. I almost like the smaller blade better. The way that feels, it locks out. It's got a little forward cant to it. It's actually not too bad. This one's solid. Can't remember if the other one is as well. Ugh. Yeah, that's solid. Generally, those cheaper lockbacks, slip joints, they get a little bit wobbly. Way better than that Spyderco. It's a fun one, right? I like the smaller kind of weird ones too. I got this little tobacco bone swing guard from Rough Rider. That's pretty fun, right? It's got that acorn on that tobacco bone, little lock back, the swing guard. And then it slides off the side right there. Boom. Kind of fun, right? I have one other not Spyderco, Rough Rider swing guard. This one right here. It's got that black micarta with that red inlay. Lock back. Swing guard sits up against the side right there. What's up, B Shady? Another cheap knife. It's huge though. It's a huge beef. Look at that thing. What is the length on that pig? What you got on the length on that pig right there? Tell you what. 10. 10. Got to swing, baby. That's fun. So I collected all, a little bit of everything. I really like this one too. I don't take this one out as much either. Another weird Rough Rider. This is the Rhino, the Ram's Horn Rhino folder. Natural ram's horn on that handle. Nickel silver on the bolsters. And then that big old beast. Look at that. Don't say hi. I'm not important. Have you been here for a while, B Shady? Did I not acknowledge you fast enough, honey bunny? I love you too, honey bunny. This is dumb. Hence, I love it. You know what I mean? They don't all have to be this. You don't have to have all premium titanium Vanex gorgeous perfection. They don't all have to be like that. Some of them can be this. And I love it. Yeah, it might have. That two-headed Spyderco is definitely a weird stepchild of some weird demon. The quad blade knife is the weirdest. We're getting it. There it is. There she be. Let's put her down. Enjoy it for the fullness. One. Cut, cut, cut. Two. Cut, 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 cut. A three. A four. Right? Spyderco Zulu. Spyderco Zulu. Why can't I remember that one? Oh. Okay. That's ugly. What's everyone think about that? The Zulu? Ugh. Yikes. Taiwan. I love the beefy handle. It's got a thick bottom. I can dig it. I like the ramp kind of section for your finger, thumb, groove. Ugly but unbelievably functional. I believe that you're probably right. Sometimes it's wild how something so strange fits in your hand so good. Oh, damn it. This thing. Look at this chode. Oh, that recurve. For some reason, ugly knives have a place in the world. Yeah, grateful. This is yours. Oh, look at how crazy that is, though. Chop, chop, chop. Just the biggest thumb studs ever. Someone's like, no, those are stop pins. Look, they're stop pins. It's like, no, that's the stop pin. See how it stops on the stop pin? And then these don't actually touch. Those are, in fact, beastly thumb studs. Boom. KC of the Knives Fast Channel. Look who's live. KC, I customized my Altum Tri-Stash. Black laser mark underneath the Altum. What do you think? Kiridashis? I have a couple Kiridashis around here. Isn't that these? Lefty? I've got that flat one too. Where is that? You know it's wild when you've got knives that you have no idea where they are. KC probably feels the same way. He's like, think of a knife, and you're like, wait, where is that? KC's gonna go live for a few minutes too. Get it. Do it. Do it. This little chode of a knife, Thomas. This is a Tucson TS417. Tucson TS 417. This is the 417. There it is backwards. D2 steel, titanium. Thick is thick. KC is on step 9972 of 10,000 step regimen. Almost there. They use numbers and I can never remember. Yeah. But it's on there. So they put it on there. 417. And I was talking to Steve K. He has hundreds of these. And he's like, they have so many. That's why they do numbers. They've got that many models. And I was like, well, in a way that kind of makes sense. If you got so many, it's kind of hard to keep going if you just keep making more models. Who else is live right now? I always check. You know, if I go on and I'm going to go live, I always go to premium or premium. Well, I hit mine says premium because I pay for premium. Does it say Wong Designs? Yep. Wong Design TS417D2. And then nothing on the other side. But I usually go to my main page and then see if anyone else is live. And if someone's live, then I usually go to their live. Jay Korskaden. He's your cousin. 417 is police code for public urination. Urination. What do we do? Do we go to KC's live and give him hell? Where's he at?
Beautiful night. Pretty gorgeous.
Oh, he is out hiking. I'm just going to type on his. Looking good.
That's what I would call it.
So yeah, Casey, where is he on a trip or something? Did you, Casey? Oh, is he in Utah?
You know what? I made this hold it. I'm afraid that's gonna fall. Hold on. Let me go over here. Let me try this. Give me a second.
I told you, KDK. I told you so.
A lot better. So here is hey Joe, what's going on? ZT0044, and I'm up for just a few.
So yeah, does anyone know? Did he go to Blade Show? I think he might be at Blade Show, potentially. Oh, did I do that? Boom. All right, we're back. We're back. I wish I could be at Blade Show. So yeah, he was almost finishing with his steps, is what Lou was saying. But where is he right now? Is he in Utah? Oh, that's rolling out. I gotta tighten that one down. And I don't have all my tools are still in my stuff that I brought home from work. Yeah, that's the code for happiness for sure, be shady. So What is the plan this weekend? Are we gonna do some stuff? Probably. What is it gonna be? I don't know. Will I go live? Sure. I have projects I got to get going on. I have testing I want to do. I need to figure out also, like, as I could do vertical lives, but some of the lives I want to do, like, be able to move to like the garage and stuff like that. Some of the tools, I need to be mobile, so I have to probably use my phone, which is fine. All right, I'm back. 417 is? There it is. Grateful, did you order anything else recently? You got anything coming in the mail? What should I be looking for? Mick, are you still in here? Mick always recommends a good one too. Thomas has been recommended some interesting stuff. A lot of it is either out of stock or discontinued or favorites from the past, which is also fine. Any scary movies anyone's watching right now? It's that time of season. Get on it. Banishing or brandishing? What, Lou, you don't trust me, Lou? Lou. Do I look goofed to you, Lou? Oh my God. I got a mess going on. That's what I got. I cleaned up, I moved some stuff around. Thoughts about the upcoming Leatherman Wave Alpha. I have not heard about that. When's that coming out? Anybody in here know anything about that? You're watching Christine as we speak? That's a fun one. That is a fun one. Oh my God, why is my mouse hating me today? Because it's a wireless. Leatherman Wave, is it coming out? Oh, is it not? The making of the Wave Alpha. Okay, so yeah, you can't look at it yet, but there's a video, an interview about it. Has thumb studs and a MagnaCut blade. And it's a Wave, so you're going to have all your multi-tool stuff on there. And a MagnaCut blade. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, what's the price? I wonder, because the Wave Plus is like $120. That MagnaCut blade is probably going to be a couple hundred at least, I would guess. That's interesting, though. And extremely large scissors. $200, that sounds about right. Be Shady would never do that, Lou. Be Shady. Never. Never. Lou. Oh, God. What I need to do is I need to go to the grocery store. I literally have no food in the house whatsoever. I had a sandwich last night, kind of finished up some of that stuff, and then it was like, what else am I going to eat? I don't feel like going anywhere. And I had one of those packs of like instant mashed potatoes, which I usually would have with a meal. You know, you make a pork tenderloin or something like that, and then you have that on the side. Sounds like popcorn chicken time. And I ended up making the thing of mashed potatoes, and I ate that whole bowl. It was like, okay, so I had a sandwich and a 2-cup, well, I guess it's more than that, 2 cups of water, whatever servings of mashed potatoes. That was all right. Would have been nice if I had the pork loin as well. But I'm gonna have to go to the store, buy some groceries. I have some more hot sauce I want to make. And then once I got some hot sauce done, I know there's a few of you that are gonna want some, which would be cool. Try to get some out. No doubt about it. So, it's Friday. It's the weekend. What's going on? Is there anything we need to talk about? Should I just get to work? What is happening? Where are we? And what is this? Stinking bugging me. Sorry. I don't know. He be shady. So I did order a couple of things. What was the one? Now I'm losing my mind. Oh, did I close that window? I am excited though. It says that it already shipped. I ordered the Kentucky Holler Jack, and I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't seen anyone doing Blade Show live yet. I haven't either. I've seen a couple of clips and a couple of videos, but I haven't seen anything live yet. I feel like you could definitely do more lives at West. It seems like it's not as big. It's a little bit more freedom to. Atlanta's just so much stuff. I mean, black beans, I prefer pinto. What's my favorite Italian blade? I don't really have very many Italian blades. Very few, actually. Yeah. I mean, this is Italian. Inox, Italy. The smallest stiletto on the planet. If that's legit, that's pretty funny. Farted on the doorbell cam. Like, we heard you fart on the doorbell cam. You know, it's the thing. World's smallest stiletto equals what? Move? What? I mean, okay. Sure. If it has flavor, bring on the heat, says Cliff. I ferment hot sauce. So I made 3 batches a couple of weeks ago. Well, no, about 3 weeks ago now. It should be done soon. Usually you have to ferment for at least a month. But I made 3 different batches, and they're all test batches. So I use the same base. So the base is like 40% bell peppers, 30% carrots, 20% or maybe 10% garlic, and then 10 to 20% of a hot pepper, and then salt. So I use the exact same combination of bell pepper, carrots, and garlic. And then what I did is I made 3 batches, and then in each batch I added 20% of ghost pepper in one, 20% of brain strain peppers in one, and 20% of yellow Scotch bonnets in one. So basically, each one of those peppers is over 100,000 Scoville units in heat. They're all kind of considered super hots. But when there's only 20% of it, you're now going to only get 20% of that heat. And so those super hots, instead of, if a jalapeno's here and the super hot's here, now that hot sauce flavor is going to be heat about here. So it'll be hot, but it won't be as hot as that pepper is on its own. And using the same mix, I can now distinguish what tastes the ghosts have versus what tastes the Scotch bonnets have, and kind of see which ones I like more. So for the future, if I find particular recipes that I like, then you take those small batches, like, ooh, I like that one. Then I keep that recipe and then I make more of that. Molto bene. Italian for very good. Molto bene. Like that, you uncultured hippie rube. Yes. Yes. Molto bene. Like that, Lou? It's fine. All right. I'm going to go get some food, get some stuff done. There are some other lives going on tonight. I don't know if KC's still live or not. No projects today. I want to get supplies, get ready. We're going to be anodizing soon. We're going to be making some handles soon. And when I say soon, I mean like this weekend. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Grateful. I will get these mailed out probably by the end of the weekend. N Valley Neil incoming, tracking information, and yeah, let me know. Do some research, kids. Donnie, we'll see you later, dude. I need to message you, Donnie, and we need to talk. Yeah, try to figure out when I can do that this weekend or whatever. I don't know. Stay sharp, y'all.